Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Chieftain. The Chieftain is the Tier 5, 8.0 battle rating, British medium tank. It's a main battle tank, but it is in the medium tank line. And I think it is hands down, by far, the best British tank, not just tier for tier, but also overall. And I put actually a talisman on this tank to grind the rest of the British tanks after I unlocked it. The first few battles convinced me that this investment is actually worth it. Now, soon I will do a tank review on this tank so that you know about its strength and weaknesses and also how to deal with it. But in this battle, it's not just about the chieftain, it is also about, supporting the team, flanking, and being a big distraction, and also a little bit about, sacrifice. So, we are here on Mostock, and the Mostock is, I think, one of the best maps for this tank, as it provides a lot of hull down positions and is actually also useful for long range engagements. In both those categories, I think this tank excels really hard. Now, actually, I tried to get into another position, but I think this is good enough. And that ZSU 57-2 is shooting at me. Then I switch target to this mouse. I actually misclicked there, and then a bad shot, but it hit the transmission, so it is so at this moment the mouse is immobilized. I don't fear the mouse that much with its gun, as the turret of the Chieftain is very bouncy, and I hit the ammo of the mouse, and so it is a one-shot. I see the T-54 on my flank, can't shoot him. I saw that there was a Yak Tiger as well, so I tried to adjust my exact position a little bit. See another mouse, but it's difficult to hit him, not wasting the shot. And the Chieftain, despite having by far the best reload for such a high caliber gun, I don't want to waste any shots. Now I immobilized the T-54 and he got finished off by IT-1. And then I see this Yak Tiger, I aim, but again a bad shot and I hit the gun mantle from the side. Then I see this Chieftain alongside with a mouse and I prioritize the Chieftain, but I again have a bad shot. Then I wait, I see the Yak Tiger again a bounce on the upper hull front, as it was very heavily angled. I tried to get another shot off, and this time, despite him, being angled upwards, I managed to penetrate him and kill him. Then I see another ZSU 52 and I heavily damage him, but with APDS on such a lightly armored vehicle, it's not easy to take him out. I would have done better by using a HESH shell here, but it seems like I forgot about it. But it it didn't matter because I hit the ammo with the last shell. Then I'm not sure who to shoot. I aim at this T-10M. But despite having the best penetrating solid shot round in the game, a T-10M's turret is really hard sometimes. If you can't hit the flat front, so to speak, you have a damn hard time. And then I actually get damaged, and I actually didn't know by whom. But I should have looked at the radar, as the next shell does more damage. There we go. And I actually didn't look at the map. There was this T-54 that flanked me. I saw it too late. He flanked around, used the hills, so very good play by him. Then I use the Conqueror. Now, me and the Conqueror, we had a bad start, so to speak. Like going up on this hill where this tank really struggles because the driver is unable to shift into the next gear. This tank, you know, on paper and from the raw design philosophy, I think the Chieftain and the Conqueror are quite similar tanks. But the Conqueror doesn't have the same gun depression, it doesn't have the same mobility or yeah, grunt in the engine, so to speak. And it also doesn't have the reload on a gun that performs very, very similar. I see this mouse and I wait for him to come forward. I aim for the side of the turret. Et voila. I hit the last guy in the turret. So that was a nice kill, and that provided me team with the possibility to cap the middle cap zone. So the next shot is also a very nice one. The one thing, or the one reason why I wanted to share this battle with you is because it was not the best result, but it was a really nice battle. And I think, you know, having a nice result is not the very same as having a nice battle. My team did really put a lot of effort into, you know, sticking together and you know, supporting each other. In a lot of battles I see that my team scatters around all on the map and they get finished off one by the enemy. And this battle really, you know, I knew my place. I know that I'm not a frontline tank, even in the Conqueror, despite being a heavy tank. It simply doesn't have the hull armor, but it does have the turret armor. And yeah, I think the gun on this tank behaves much more like a heavy tank gun. It does have a long reload. It does have around about the same reload as all other nations' tank with such a caliber tank. There I hit the roof of a T-54, but just simply didn't manage to penetrate. I shoot at this ZSU-57, not to damage him, but to make my neighbor, so to speak, aware of him. And so I take another shot at his T-54 and make a big damaging hit into his turret. So, two British tanks hull down using their main advantages. This is the best thing you can do in a tank, using it to its maximum strength. I provide long-range suppressing fire, and therefore a lot of enemy tanks actually can't get out of cover. And that gives my team the time they need to overwhelm you know, tanks that I can't shoot. And watch this shot. I wait until he straightens out and then finish him off. You know, sometimes I wonder why 120mm APDS shell can one-shot an aircraft while 30mm shells just bounce off harmlessly. But hey, who am I to judge this? And then I finish off this Raketenjagdpanzer 2, which was my 7th kill. So it was not very rich in, you know, close knife fighting action, and it also was not the highest kill result, so to speak. But I really had fun playing this battle because I see my team doing the job. And you know, despite dying in the Chieftain once, because normally I prefer to show battles where I survive arcade battles from the beginning to the end in one tank. I think the footage, or you know, the the feeling in this battle was quite nice. We had triple A's on both sides, but not too much. We had air attacks coming in from both sides, but they were not, crippling each other's team. Yeah, I saw tanks playing to their advantages. I again have to give a shout out to my entire team, as they did a really good job, suppressing the enemy. At this point, I tried to get into position to finish off this IS-3. Shot into the front. Yeah, the APDS shell from the Conqueror is something German tanks wish to have, especially the Mouse and the Jagdtiger when they get up-tiered against Russians. Sadly, I couldn't kill this T-54 because I didn't reload in time. In the Chieftain, I probably could have taken the shot, but at this moment, I just tried to get a shot at this guy, but he's not too dumb. He knows that he has my undivided attention, and this shell, I don't know where it went. Now, again, I have to say, I love Mostark. After the numerous changes it received, and now I think it is one of my favorite maps, alongside with Ash River. And another bomber crashes, or was shot down. So, that's it for this battle. Let's have a quick look at the post-battle results. So, for 7 tank kills and 1 airplane kill, I got 45,000 silver lions and 7,246 research points. Please notice that on the Chieftain I have a talisman. So, also I was first in the team with 2,388 score points. I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give this video a like. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Subscribe if you want to see more. And see you on the battlefield.